sports. It's in the game.
today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw with Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Penix on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott off play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On play action, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 6. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a third down coming up. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Penix. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Penix will try again on 2nd and 10. A complete to Drake London. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Penix. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. Play action now. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Throwing. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They run here with Rico Dowdle. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Penix going to look to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Penix to the air once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, what? All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Getting home that time to Marvian Overshown.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on second down, Penix. He's got the hook up to McLeod. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Penix working out of the gun here. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again is Penix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Prescott now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw with Penix. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, nice move. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This is 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st down. Operating from the gun, Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll throw with Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Penix on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try them out before they're backed up even further.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes third and about a foot. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Penix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Penix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense...
today. From MetLife.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Carr going to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On play action. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alontae Taylor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Gets past one man, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Again, it's Kamara. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Carr completes it, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well. And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands. Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here's Carr to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Carr now on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Carr. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Olave holds it in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The final shot here before half for Carr. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with a bit. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. On first and 10, here's Carr to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Carr. Wilson's got it complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And New York set to take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this one too low. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is kept to 2 here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. On second down, here's Carr. Out route to Hill, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt and gets to ultimately take the lead here late. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 4. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing his car. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 8, 44 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Now Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. That'll be caught by Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, here's your ball game. 1 second to play. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Carr. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.